Welcome to the Park City Pulse, where we highlight people in this town that make this a great place to live. I'm Carla Olson.
And I'm Terry Sidford.
And today we have a special guest in studio. We have Carrie Phillips with Ski and Seat. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having
Welcome.
me.
Yeah. Well, I just knew I wanted to have you on the show when I met you because you have such a great background. I'd love to talk a little bit about that. I know you're from Utah, and then you went to Arizona State to study reporting, right?
Yes, grew up here and then moved to Arizona on a whim and then just ended up going to school there for undergrad and grad school.
Nice. And then how long were you in the reporting arena?
Moved to Montana right away out of school for my first news job, and then to Texas and then Iowa. And so I was in the news business for 10 years, did anchoring and reporting and some radio as well.
Nice.
And then wanted to get out of that business and move home to Utah. Wanted to be able to choose where I live, and you don't really get to do that in news.
Right. We've been doing this 9 months, so do you have any
Okay.
tips for us?
Well, you can't. No, I'm just kidding. No, you guys have a great gig, and you get to live in a great place. So
I love it, and
yeah.
we've been meeting great people. So,
Yeah.
and then so you came back here and got a marketing job with a nutrition company, right?
Yes, and I
Yeah.
worked for him for a year, and he was ready to sell off his company. And a friend of his owns Ski and Sea ski shops and said, if you're done with her, I'll take her. And so moved from PR and marketing to marketing and sales. But I didn't know anything about the ski industry.
Well, I hear you have a funny little story about that. You want to share that with us?
Yeah, I didn't know much about skiing either. I'd been since like junior high. So
That's
skis
great.
were very tall at the time and shaped differently. And I rented from the shop at Snowbird. And as I was clipping in, the guy behind me said, they weren't going in. He said, you're doing that backwards. So pretty embarrassed, and even more embarrassed that week when I went to go into training. And same guy walked into the office. Not only one of our managers, but the owner's brother.
Oh my
Who
gosh.
caught me trying to clip in my skis backwards. So
That's
I've
funny.
learned a lot in my 10.5 years with skiing.
Have you learned skiing?
I learned some skiing.
Okay, good,
and
good,
learned
good.
about the industry, and the owner, he wasn't a skier as well. He was a CFO
Oh, nice.
before, and bought the company in '99. And we had 3 shops at that time. 9 shops when I came on, and we're opening our 16th.
That's
this
fabulous
year.
too.
Yeah, in
and I
Park
think,
City.
Yeah, when I was
Amazing.
talking to you though, you really kind of opened my eyes about, being able to demo skis, and just trying them out instead of me trying to figure out what I want to buy. I
Yes.
love that I could come in and have you assess like what type of skier I am or what skis I'm currently on, what's working and what's not. And it's not just for people visiting, it's for locals,
For
right?
sure. And thank goodness our guys in the shop know a lot more about skiing than I do.
Good.
I know about the marketing side and marketing our shops and about skiing, but our guys are just genius, and they will fit you in everything you need. And our tagline is the largest selection of rentals, because we're known for our demo selection. We have 40 models in 9 brands, which is unlike anything.
That's quite a few.
It is a lot.
And it's confusing. I mean, even for me, I have old skis, and they're my favorites, but I'm like, I should
Right.
really go get something new. So they can help find out what kind of experienced skier they are
Right.
and choose around that.
And that's the whole point about demos, and some people don't really get that. And it's not just about the latest and greatest and the cool colors, and it is about demonstrating what's new in retail and what's the latest and greatest that year. And we have new demos every year. True demos should be new every year, and that's not always the case at every shop, but we do have that. And we sell them off at the end of the season, and we sell them off. What we don't sell at the end of the season, we sell at our Skiorama sale, which starts August 22nd.
Oh, nice.
It runs for
That's
12 days
great.
through Labor Day.
Yeah.
And it's amazing because you can get really high-end skis that are $1,500, $2,000 skis for $300, $400
Wow.
with bindings.
And that's local,
they're
right?
still
Is that
in great
here
shape.
and in Salt Lake?
We take everything from all 15, now 16 shops to our Sandy location, just because we have a huge shop there. It's 5,000 square feet. And then we also have a massive parking lot there. We put up a huge tent
Oh, nice.
and bring everything from all of our shops and put it in that tent, and everything is like 60% or more off.
That's fabulous.
So
and you're
it's a great
opening up
sale.
in the Peaks Hotel as well, correct?
So that's going to be number 16 for us in our
Nice.
Peaks Hotel right here. in
Do
Park
you
City.
do season-long rentals or week-long, or how does that look?
Yeah, we have season rentals, and that's for locals only. We don't, let the outsiders.
That's good to know. Yeah.
We do a lot for tourists, but we do season rentals for locals. And so you pick them up at the beginning of the season, have them all season long. It's great for kids, but adults do it too. So they start at $79 for skis, $99 for boards, go up to $149.
Wow.
Free wax and maintenance all season.
Really?
So it's great. And if the kids grow, they have a little growth spurt.
Yeah.
We swap them out. We'll swap out the boots if we need to, adjust the bindings, or swap out the skis.
That's what I was
Whatever
thinking
we
of,
need
because a
to.
lot of my friends have kids that are like in the ski school, and
Yeah.
you know, from the beginning of the season to the end, you know, they can grow.
Right,
And
it
so
happens.
All
to
the time.
invest in skis, you know, maybe rent out, or maybe they were working at the beginning of the season, and now the kids are more advanced, they could step up what type of ski they have,
Right.
right?
We'll swap out whatever they need, and like I said, the free wax and maintenance all season. That's
worth
a
it.
great help. Yeah.
that's worth it.
And $79. I mean, you can pay that off in 4 rentals. I mean, so
Wow,
that you
so
fill the whole
that's
season.
amazing.
So it's really worth it, and you don't have to keep going back in the shop. And I don't know if you're like me, but every time you go in a shop, you spend.
Yes, yes.
We don't mind you spending your money in our shop.
So ski and see, is there glasses too? Sunglasses?
So the C part of Ski and Sea is
Okay.
sunglasses and goggles.
Nice.
Okay.
So we were the first Varney dealers in
Oh, no
Utah.
way.
Wow.
Way back
That's
in the
so
day,
funny.
in the
Wow.
80s.
I knew there was a story.
1987, yeah.
Okay. All right, good.
So we were the first authorized Varney dealers
That's
back
great.
in the day.
Do you see a lot of people after a few times wanting to purchase, and they're like, gosh, we really like these skis? you
Yes,
know?
and so if you rent demos from us, we will give you 2 days of your rental price toward the purchase of
Oh, wow.
the ski if you decide you want to buy.
Oh,
So
that's great.
it goes toward that. It's a little extra savings too.
That's great.
It's a really good deal. And if you whether you buy the used demos from us, and some are really good shape. I pick some demos out of the rack every year.
Mm-hmm.
If you're around 5'7" and use my demos, it's sort of like the shoemaker's son who doesn't have any shoes. I ski free a lot, but I don't get to ski a lot because I'm so
Yeah.
busy working all winter.
Yeah.
My skis are almost untouched. So you
So
should
I'm
buy
5'7".
you should buy
Terry's
my
not.
skis
I'm
from
not.
me.
No, that would not work for me.
You should buy my demos from me at the end of the season. They're
great.
in really great shape.
So where can we find out information, like for local park guides, our audience? Where could they go to find out more about your rental program?
Skinsea.com. It looks like Skinsea, Skinsee.
S-E-E.
Ski-N-C.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
Ski-N-C.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank
Perfect.
you so much for the information. I think it's great.
Yeah.
You know, it's great for adults, for locals, for kids. Really appreciate that.
Yeah,
So,
locally owned and operated. You
Yeah.
know, the owner, he's a great guy. He lives here locally. 2 of his brothers manage our shops, and
that's great.
it's a really great company to work for, and it's growing and growing.
Great.
Great.
We'll spread the word.
Yep.
Definitely.
Well, thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for
Thank you
coming
for
on.
having me.
So
Yeah.
really appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for watching the Park City Pulse. Go check out skiandsea.com.
And go out there and make a difference.